The Czech Republic is widely regarded as a formerly great nation of football, eclipsed by their predecessor Czechoslovakia. But is this entirely true? Czechoslovakia's national team was the early great of the international game, finishing as runners-up of the World Cup twice, winning a Euro title and finishing third on 2 occasions. But ever since the disintegration of Czechoslovakia, their successor team, the Czech Republic, have been failing to replicate that success. However, the Czech Republic have still been better than most people give them credit for, which is what will be highlighted in this video. Czechia were sublime in their first international tournament following their independence, UEFA Euro 1996. They lost 2-0 to Germany, defeated Italy 2-1 and gave up a 2-0 lead against Russia, a game that ultimately finished 3-3 after a late goal from Vladimir Smicer, and was enough for Czechia to advance to the quarterfinals. Here they were even more impressive. Portugal was defeated 1-0 after a goal from Karel Poborski of Manchester United. Fitting, considering their semi-final clash against France would be played in Manchester. It was an end-to-end game that would ultimately have to be decided by a penalty shootout. In the shootout, everyone scored except Frenchman Reinald Pedros, meaning Czechia had secured a place in their first major tournament final in 20 years, and their first as an independent nation. Germany, the only team that had defeated Czechia up until that point, were their opponents. But it would be Czechia who scored the opening goal, a Patrick Berger penalty in the 59th minute. Unfortunately for Czechia, it was a short-lived joy, as Oliver Bierhoff equalized for Germany 14 minutes later. Bierhoff eventually won the game for Germany during extra time with a golden goal in the 95th minute, a heartbreaking end for Czechia. Czechia failed to qualify for the 1998 World Cup, finishing behind Spain and Yugoslavia in their qualification group. But they bounced back magnificently in European qualifiers for Euro 2000, winning every single game. However, at the final tournament they were disappointing, losing narrowly to the Netherlands and France and being eliminated in the group stage. Czechia was unlucky not to qualify for the 2002 World Cup, losing to Belgium in the playoffs. As previously though, they redeemed themselves in European qualifiers for Euro 2004, winning their group, defeating the Netherlands in the process. Ahead of the tournament, Czechia sat in second place on both FIFA World Rankings and World Football ELO ratings. Their opening game was a bit shaky though, scraping past Latvia 2-1, and 19 minutes into their clash with the Netherlands, Czechia found themselves at a 2-0 deficit. But then something just clicked. After goals from Jan Koller and Milan Baros, the game was tied 2-2 after 71 minutes, a sublime result for the Czechs. However, it wasn't good enough for Vladimir Smicer, who scored the winning goal in the 88th minute. Staggering. The team who defeated them in the 1996 Euro final and 2004 group stage awaited Czechia in their third game, Germany. Czechia had already made sure they would be group winners, so they had nothing to play for. But their world-class football continued as they defeated the Germans 2-1. In the quarterfinals, they demolished a respectable Danish side 3-0. The sensational Greeks of Euro 2004 awaited Czechia in the semifinals. It was an absolutely gut-wrenching and controversial end for the Czechs. Gut-wrenching because they lost to a goal in the last minute. Controversial because it was a silver goal, a rule considered disastrous by most people. Perhaps they would have won had it not been for that rule. But the world will never know. Czechia were eliminated. A golden generation's heartbreaking end. Or was it? The delimitation of Czechia's golden generation is up for debate. It starts in 1995, the year they qualified for Euro 1996. But when does it end? After Euro 2004, their last truly remarkable performance? After their most recent World Cup appearance in 2006? The question is up for debate, but one thing is certain. This golden generation doesn't get nearly the credit it deserves.